guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to take you guys on a day in my life as a preceptor for a new anesthesia resident. Stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. So today is the first day back after the long holiday weekend, and it is effectively the first day of anesthesia residency for our new residents. So I'm heading into work today. We're gonna see what we're getting into, but most of our cases are gonna be straightforward, simple cases that the new residents can really understand and interact with. My day is gonna be pretty much focused on training my new preceptee who's a CA1, and today we're going to be doing some simple cases that I think he'll be able to learn a lot from. We're going to start off with general anesthesia case. It's going to be a laparoscopy case, so that's something that involves looking into usually the abdomen with cameras, and it's a pretty good case for a new resident to start so that they can learn all of the techniques and all of the nuances of the anesthesia that's required for that. So that's going to be our case today, and I'll have some others, but that's going to be the main starter. So let's see how that goes. To see if my new preceptee has set up the room, and he has yet to come in, so then we can go over what the main setup for the OR is, how to check the machine, how to draw up the drugs, and which drugs we're going to need for this case, and basically where everything is in the OR. So we're going to go over all of those things, the basics of room setup and monitors and IV fluid management, and how to set up for different types of cases, what fluids you might need, what types of procedures require different fluids, which patients need different fluids, and all of those things. So we're going to go through all of the basics of that today before our first case, and then from there we're going to talk about what do we do when things are happening in the OR during the procedure. How do you fix problems, and how do you kind of troubleshoot issues with your monitors and your lines. So all of that is going to be shown to him as a part of the preceptorship. So it's a process. It takes a little while, but over time people get very comfortable and master the art of giving anesthesia. Children's OR with, again, one of the new residents, and we're going to be doing a case on a patient who is mentally challenged. So it's going to require a lot of discussion on what is different about giving anesthesia to patients with that medical condition, and also going through the basics of the OR setup and other considerations that we need to take in younger patients. So this resident called me the night before and did a pre-op evaluation. So went over the case and discussed the plan. I could kind of tell he was a bit nervous because this is not a standard case, so it's going to take a lot of discussion and teaching. We just finished our first case and dropped off the patient. So we're going to be going to see the next patient, doing our pre-op evaluation, and then setting up our room for general anesthesia. So on these days, we have to work pretty quickly, but the challenge with being a preceptor is your efficiency. You're required to be efficient and also teach as well. So you don't want to rush through the important things that they need to learn. You still have to get all of the cases done in a timely fashion. So it's a pretty difficult situation to be in, and it takes a lot of finesse and a lot of art and patience, which I think I have. So I have a little break in between my cases. I'm gonna go grab some coffee now. So after a quick break, I'm gonna head back to the OR and finish the next case. And then after that, we have a third one to follow. So I have to constantly remind the resident that I'm working with that it's only day 3 or day 4. Should not be feeling overwhelmed or nervous or upset at anything that happens that doesn't go smoothly, because it's a learning process with a very steep learning curve. So if you're in this boat and these are your first days in the hospital, breathe and relax. You're only day 3 or 4 and you're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. I literally make mistakes all the time. And I've been doing this for a little while, so I should be, we're all human, and this is part of the learning process. So don't be hard on yourselves. Set standards for yourselves, but make them realistic, and just know and trust the process. I like teaching, I really do. I feel like my experience in the classroom before going to medical school really prepared me for that role. And I think generally it makes being in medicine a little bit more fulfilling, because you feel like, everything that you've learned, that you've been given, you have the opportunity to share with and impart with onto someone else. So I think it's a really fulfilling aspect of working in a hospital that's a teaching hospital and working in academic medicine. And I feel like if I can help someone avoid the mistakes that I made, that is worth its while. That I can help someone learn the skills, not go through the same struggles, the same hardships, or if they do come out, faster from it, I think that's really, really fulfilling. The thing about anesthesiology is that you're in the OR the entire time for the procedure, so you're not able to really leave to use the bathroom or eat any food, so you are required to have someone that's trained in anesthesiology to be in the room if we're going to be leaving for any reason. That's why those who have seen us in the OR see us leaving the room, it's swapping out, it's so that we can pee. So now we're in between cases, so I'm gonna go grab some lunch, and so is he. And then we'll come back and resume our case. Being a preceptor is definitely a test of patience for me. Because, and it also puts me back into the shoes of being a CA1 in my first month of anesthesia. And I'm, just thinking back on the things that I wish that I knew, that I wish someone told me early on. And, just remembering those anxieties, those fears, putting myself in that place helps me to be a better teacher. I think, just having that empathy for, those emotions and teaching with that in mind. So I think that it really brings me back and helps me remember where I came from and to be this confident physician today. So we are finally done with our cases for today. We ended up doing 3 cases over the span of about, let's say, 6 hours. So that's good. We were going over being efficient in the OR and, the key steps to setting up the room and preparing for potential emergencies while you're doing your anesthetic. So I think those were good lessons for the day. Tomorrow's teaching will be about how to manage OR emergencies and what to do if certain things happen. How do you respond and how do you fix problems that you may see while a patient is under anesthesia? So all those lessons come with time, and it's easy for a new resident to feel overwhelmed by all the information and things they need to know. So my goal whenever I'm a preceptor is to remind them that the process is 4 years and you're here to learn a little bit every day. That helps to keep them motivated, hopefully, and give them appropriate expectations for themselves. So I'm heading out at the end of today. and looking forward to another good day tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.